All right, to watch this video for Monday, June 25th. The SPY gapped up a little bit, but closed near its lows. You got three days in a row that it closed below its open. But I'm a day trader. I'm in cash every night, so we just logging in as a group in the chat room and finding stuff to trade. I took a couple screenshots. I remember to take a couple screenshots from Friday to share with you examples of calls I made in the room. Dry ships was one of them. This was the opening 5-minute candle. Then there's the second 5-minute candle. I got on the mic and said, hey guys, I like this over the high of day, which was 579. I said, worst case stop, I'm going to risk a dime. 569 stop. And you can see what happened when it hit 579. It eventually went to 690. This was just a screenshot I captured to show the setup. But you can see right here, this is what I like. Stocks that we take the entry and we're never underwater. Those are the entries we look for, because I got tired, and early in my career, I got tired of taking a trade and being red right away. So I really try to stalk entries, and it's the stuff we teach in our course. The entry is way more important than a lot of traders will tell you. I've actually seen people tweet the entry isn't as important as the exit. Man, if you enter right, you take a lot of problems out of the equation, right? Being red right away, then worrying, and then starting to average down and all the other stuff. So the entry for me is paramount. So there's the entry on dry ships, and again, it went to 690. So we're talking what, $1.11 move on 10 cents risk that was never underwater. All right. I look for entries. There's a high of day break. Why is the high of day break relevant? Because it had this huge move yesterday. Well, actually Thursday. I had this huge move on Thursday. I'm making the video on Saturday. Sorry. Had this huge move on Thursday. Was kind of squeezing. So then on Friday when it opens and 10 minutes in, and all of a sudden dry ships is lighting up the new high of day ticker, you get the crowd of traders saying, oh, here we go again. You also had the whole number 6 above as a breakthrough 6 as another potential kind of inflection point catalyst. And then above that, we had another potential catalyst, which was Thursday's high. And so they worked perfectly. The stacked catalysts. I look at them like dominoes. High of day break, next domino, and again all the way to 690. So a little hint of what we do. I'll slide over. Then when dry ships was squeezing, I took a look at DCIX, sort of the sister stock. And it had hit 185 here, came back and was getting close to 185 when I put out the idea over the mic. Said, hey guys, this DCIX has a big seller at 185. That also is kind of an intraday flag break. And it's a sympathy play to dry ship. So there was a few things going for it. Hole number 2 above, and you can see what happened. Right after it took out that 185 seller, ended up going to 216, which is a day trader, you understand. Look at the volume. Plenty of liquidity. And nice percentage move. As a day trader, you understand that from 185 to 216, there is a lot of money to be made. And I threw a screenshot of just to prove I'm not just making this up. People in the room are actually trading our ideas and making money. All right, so what are we watching for Monday? I got a lot of bounce plays on watch. So ZUO, and these are stocks that are crazy strong and now down 4 or 5 days in a row, overdue for a bounce. Dropbox. I was tweeting about this one yesterday, saying if I was a swing trader, I might be nibbling on Dropbox, starting a position here. It's come all the way down from, let's see, a very strong move from 43.50 all the way down to 33.72 and hitting the 20-day. This was a huge move. It's a partial retracement on lower volume than the up move. But anyway, I'm not a swing trader. I always joke around. I don't even hold my wife overnight. But this is a good candidate for a potential bounce on Monday. GEVO. This isn't on the results page because I just pick a couple highlights to throw on the results page from each day. But I actually called this. Let me go to 5-minute candles. I actually called this almost right after the opening bell through the half because 950 was the pre-market high, and it's such a crazy stock lately. My thinking was if it breaks the pre-market high, it might pop. So it was probably 940 when I said, hey guys, GEVO through the half, through 950, might get going. And I got some thank yous for that one too. Didn't get the screenshots, but got some thank yous for that one too. The 950 break, and this is a 5-minute candle. 950 took you to 1095, probably in 2 or 3 minutes. So anyway, it's going back on watch for tomorrow. It's kind of a weird chart now because you had the gap up, kind of a test of Thursday's high, but then closing near its lows. what I look for on a bounce play, my favorite setup when I'm watching something that's down a few days in a row, but was strong recently, like a GEVO or like a DBX, my favorite setup on them is a somewhat narrow range, right, for the first 3 or 4 hours, and then an afternoon high of day break. That's the most powerful setup I can get on these, but they might also give different setups like a gap down bounce play setup that we teach in the course and so on. But that's my favorite setup. Somewhat narrow range, afternoon breakout. All right. HUYA, another bounce play. Same scenario, right? Huge strength in the stock, and then now 3-4 days down. This one right into the 20-day. CBLK, another example. Bounce watch. LIFE had this nice volume breakout here that took it to $1.36-ish, and now a couple days lower on declining volume. We'll see if that one can turn back up on Monday. TPIV, another stupid strong stock, right? And now we're 4 days down in a row. Slightly took out 10 there. I always look at the area between the 8 and the 20-day as my favorite area for a strong stock that's pulling back to bounce. So we're kind of getting into that area with TPIV. VSTM, very strong move here. Now we're 3 days lower. A little bit of a bottoming tail, worth watching on Monday. FCSC, strong move on Thursday, kind of an inside day on Friday. Potential long on Monday, we'll see. CLBS had this huge move, then a gap up. Now 3 days lower, you got the gap fill, a little bit of a bottoming tail. That one goes on long watch for Monday. ALRM. Now, if you watch Thursday night's video going into Friday, I said if this was already down, looked like this when I made the video, I said if it takes out this most recent low from back here, I like it as an intraday reversal. Look what happens. Goes down, takes it out by a smidge, and then reverses. I did not get this. All right, busy. Let's go to 5-minute candles and I'll show you. This happened about 10 minutes in. In the opening 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm generally focused on morning gap plays. There's still no excuse I shouldn't have seen this, though. Selling off to right below that line. Beautiful bounce. Anyway, having closed near its highs, now you got the daily kind of little hammer candle, or, with the bottoming tail. I'm going to watch this for a potential follow-through of this bounce, so potential long on Monday. Couple more APRI. Nice spike here. Lower high here, kind of flagging. Goes kind of on bounce watch again. And CLSN had the big pop, 2 days lower, and showing some strength again. There it is on 15-minute candles. So you kind of have a little cup and handle going on. Looks good over Friday's high. I don't know. It might get back through this 350 and maybe challenge this high back here. So pretty good setup there as well. We'll add some gappers in the pre-market. So there's going to be plenty to watch on Monday. Check below this video for links to our free webinars. A lot of free content there. Also links to our Trade Ideas free trade of the week. You can sign up for that. And also special offer for the chat room in our trading course. I'm done babbling. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see everybody on Monday.